I'm gonna assume that it's not exclusive.
And the text that I read is saying me and Justin are not a situationship, so.
Yo, this broad is a slime. All right, some folks recommend this video.
So I basically slid in DMs, but physically. We just started texting a lot and FaceTiming a lot and just kind of hit it off.
We dated for about 6 months, and then right after that, things kind of fell apart.
So I was still immature, had a lot to learn, and then the way it ended was really messy. I really hurt her.
We rekindled like my first year of college, and then we also rekindled this year, which is my 4th year of college.
I called her, is it me? Can I just not get over my first love?
I got out of a relationship a few months ago. Right after that is when me and Justin started talking again. Hello?
Hey.
Oh, what is something you regret that you failed to do or say in a past relationship?
My most recent relationship and what I regret or failed to do was stand up for myself. I just destroyed myself, my whole identity. I cut off my friends because I was told that for whatever reasons they weren't really my friends. They didn't really care about me. I was told, don't talk about your interests, don't talk about this stuff because I don't care. I let it drag on because if I did that, then the relationship would continue and my partner would be happy and she'd be happy, and it happened for a reason and it made me who I am now. And
it's so interesting. This guy's basically talking about how he was a pushover and whipped and all this stuff. And I'm looking at her face and there's zero sadness in her face. Maybe she's just a poker face person, but it really looks like she don't give a shit.
Formed boundaries for myself and how to stand up for myself and knowing who I was and forming my identity. So
I mean, maybe I just can't read sadness on an Asian person's face, so maybe it's my problem. I'm just being honest. I don't spend enough time around Asians, East Asians.
Figure out what's real and what's...
How do they express sadness?
Just play the video.
In my friendships while I was in a relationship, I prioritized my significant other a lot. I don't know, I was just like tunnel vision on like my partner at the time, and then it wasn't until like I was outside of the relationship that I realized that like...
Okay, you see the difference? Do you see the difference? Mm-hmm. Generally, if you really...
She was like this.
And his reaction as he's talking, he's affirming her, he's reassuring her. Now, my experience, was he?
In the beginning, was she saying that she likes to, like, she doesn't like to do all the talking, and it's hard for her to open up? So
maybe that's it.
Maybe that's it.
I personally think if you really care about someone and they're expressing the fact that they're really hurt, you are showing signs of affirmation. That's just my opinion. I think, objectively speaking, I think he's more attractive than she is, but he is super invested in her, and she does not look at all invested in him.
No.
That's what it looks like.
When was the last time that you really cried?
Okay, for me at least, it was on the FaceTime that we had a few weeks ago, and we had talked about like, oh, what are we? What should we be? And I got really emotional. I think mostly I had decided that we should have ended things. I don't know, I felt really sad that I decided to do that, and I also felt like I didn't express myself in the best way possible. Yeah, I think as I was just like talking about it and like telling you like how I felt about the situation, like, and like you, I think that's when I got emotional and started crying.
Last time I really cried, yeah, it was that same situation. It was the drive back. We hung out all day, and then I was you walked into my car, and then you got in the car, and you're like, I got something to tell you. And we all know what happened, but I felt like I had no say in it. I felt very blindsided and led on at the time, and that's how I feel that it was. But I forgive you now, of course. I was just trying to be stoic, and then as soon as you walked back and I saw you got back into your apartment safely, I just drove off, and yeah, instantly I called my mom, and just I couldn't even get the words out. She said, "What's wrong?" And I just couldn't even tell her. I just started crying, and
I will say, I don't know too many guys who would cry to their mom.
Yeah.
That's a first for me. And I know some people are going to be in the comments.
She left me and then everything is...
Yeah!
But some people got different relationship with their moms. Like, I have a different relationship with my mom than you had with your mom. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I would
I
not
could
cry.
understand your relationship with your mom way more than I could understand that shit. In all my years of being on this planet, I've never seen someone go and cry to their moms about their partner. I've never seen that. Now, maybe it happens more than I know, so it could be my ignorance, and I want to plead the fifth on that. I just never heard of that. That to me is a very bizarre thing. And considering he's it seems like a hypersensitive guy who's like incredibly caring and like, all this other stuff. I feel like he takes up after his mom a little bit, but I could be wrong.
Search your name in the other person's messages. Do we have to do this?
I'll do it.
If you don't have to do anything, for sure.
Okay, fine.
All right, you guys get 5 more seconds.
Okay.
Damn, look at she deleting
Sorry,
messages. Wait, you
no.
deleting stuff?
Go ahead. And we're only going to give 10 seconds to look for the other person's phone.
No.
Okay.
Switch.
Okay.
Anything juicy?
Not for my end.
What did he see? What did he see?
Some boy. No.
Is your phone?
Yes, before we move on. Anything you want to say about that?
I don't have anything to say.
All right, moving on then.
Oh, I guess I think you know what I was gonna say.
What were you gonna say?
So how much do you guys talk?
Like here and there.
You said it was just him reaching out.
I guess kind of both. Are you sure? I don't want to take it.
Ah, man. Ah, man. When you find out shit is really over. But it looked like it's someone he knows.
Yeah. It's a guy that was reaching out to her, according to her, but she was really into it, so he wasn't threatened by him. But she now realized she lied to him, and she was talking back to him a lot more, and they was getting flirty in those messages. And he only found that out in 10 seconds. Imagine how many more shit he would have found out.
Imagine the shit she deleted.
Yep.
How much do you guys talk? Damn. Do you want him back?
Or do we want to take a breather?
I'm good to go forward with the questions. Do you want to go forward with the questions?
Yeah, that's good.
Is it my card or your card?
That's mine.
The energy
perception box
switch
question.
is gonna be great.
Bro, just don't call your mom after.
This is what happened. You see this? You see this? Yeah, I'm good. Villain era.
Okay, perception box question. What is your most consistent and greatest fear?
I think coming from like an immigrant, low-income household, like money was such like a big topic in our house. And especially since I'm graduating, I'm thinking about like what I'm gonna do after graduation. Like I need to have a job, and so I think my most consistent and greatest fear is like not having enough money to like keep myself up on my own feet without having to like rely on other people. But yeah.
Yo, he looking at her like he want to smack the shit out of her. Oh my God.
Compassion gone.
So, if you enjoy videos like these, you can normally find these on the second channel.
He was one message away, one DM away from his villain era, from his villain arc.
I don't think this guy looked like he want to smack her.
Oh yeah, no, but he's defeated. Yeah.
Oh, she's like, we want the producer can feel how awkward it is. Let's see.
Okay, we're going to pause right here, and we're going to take a 5-minute break. You want to hang out here for a second? You want to come out with us?
Okay.
Okay.
Do we want to keep moving through the questions? Is that okay?
Yeah, the question of what greatest fear, I was going to touch on it anyways, but now no better way to talk about it. Yeah, fear of not having control over things, being abandoned, and being played, and well, I'm saying this because I care about you, about us, about my own feelings and emotions, and so yeah, I'm hurt. I'm really hurt, Diane. Thought I had a grasp on things, and I really didn't.
The
And this
term
is-
situationship, it doesn't always have like clear boundaries because it's not like a fully committed relationship being exclusive or like not being exclusive until it's stated.
You're being a slime ball, and this is why. The problem is situationship. He's asked you about the communication you had with him, and you admitted that you lied about that. Don't make it about whatever it is. Open relationship, closed relationship, monogamous, single, don't matter. You could be a single person, sleep with somebody else who's single. Y'all having a conversation about boundaries like, hey, you sleep with other people? No, okay. Even though if you lie about that, they have all the right to feel like you a piece of shit for it. Don't make it about something else. Don't deflect about what it's about. Man, woman, don't matter what it is.
Because it's not like a fully committed relationship being exclusive or like not being exclusive until it's stated. And that's what it's like for me. Like if it's not stated, then I'm gonna assume that it's not exclusive.
And the text that I read is saying me and Justin are not a situationship, so.
Yo, this broad is a slime. But you know what? At that age, people do a lot of weird, fucked up relationships. I'm not gonna judge too about it. She needs to know she's fucking up. That's it.
So then what do you think this is then?
Like we're not like, there's like no full commitment. And so I didn't think it was like something we had to discuss, or I don't know.
You said you needed more ambiguity, a little bit more space. I respected that. Well, if we're gonna go with what we had said out loud was, oh, we're just friends. I feel like you would tell a friend what's going on.
This
Times, I
motherfucker
feel
got
like.
bars when he's that's a bar. That's a bar.
Express yourself.
At times I feel like I do have those feelings for you, and then at times I feel like I don't. I think I haven't felt that spark the past few days.
Yeah, I could tell. I knew you were distant.
And so like right now, that's where I'm at. Like I feel like we have really good conversation and it's like fun, but that's all I know right now.
Okay.
And at times like I do want to take a step forward and at times I don't. But it's too like uncertain to say.
I mean, we rewind back to the whole, you kind of blindsided me with the just friends, and then, okay, I'll get over it, I'll move on. And then 3 days go by and suddenly, hey, I need to talk to you. There's some things I left unsaid. I need to tell you. Okay, and she needs to tell me this because, right, to give me the reasons that I deserve. And then I hop on the phone call and it's not that at all. It's, I said everything, I regret the way I said things. I wasn't trying to lead you on. I feel emotionally connected to you. I feel physically attracted to you, but things went too fast. I was overwhelmed. All very valid things, of course, yes. And then we agreed to very, clear, hey, just friends. And I remember I took a little bit of a step back to see where your energy was, and you were initiating a lot, wanting to hang out. We hung out as friends, it was great. Although with a lack of clear boundaries, it always felt ambiguous, and I was trying to be okay with it. And it's not a label, it's not like, I want boyfriend, girlfriend, I want clarity. And this whole just friends thing, no flirting, no intimacy, was pretty clear for a while, until it wasn't. And you spend the night in one other's place, and the way and now the past week where we bend the rules a little bit. And
For those watching, bending the rules means he was bending her over, arching her back, and slamming her, giving her that feng shui.
I think I feel surprised, confused, if it wasn't stated that it wasn't exclusive, like it's not exclusive. I just want it to be validated.
I mean, it's still fresh, but still taking a breather and taking perspective, taking context, trying to see it in the way a friend would see it.
She's not your friend. Move on. Stop all this nonsense. Thoughts? Whew.
The way the awkwardness was, and they played on that. I like the quality of the video. And all that being said, two people can go through a situation and not live the same thing at all. And sometimes people have to be considerate of other people's feelings. And it's not necessarily obvious. It's not. I thought I was about to say something. It's not necessarily obvious when it happens, and this shit can happen. But that, on top of that, that was a bit slimy. That was a bit of You kind of knew what you were doing there.
I don't think her behavior is abnormal. I just think when it happens, you just gotta own it. That's it. Don't deflect blame. Don't do all this other stuff. Just be like, you know what? You're right. I wasn't brave enough to make a decision one way or the other. I was kind of playing both sides, and like I don't know. Like, it just is not fair to you. Own it. But this kind of behavior is normal. People are ambiguous about testing. They're ambiguous about who else they're talking to. They're ambiguous about a lot of other things, and they oftentimes live in this gray area. And it's very normal to see this kind of stuff. I just think we have to normalize accountability after the fact, and then also just owning up. That's it. But beyond that, I hope this guy stops these kinds of dynamics. This whole supreme friendship with your ex, whatever age group you want to do it, 95% of the time that shit don't work. And it certainly is not going to work for you guys because you guys are too incapable of setting very strong boundaries and living by them. So
you never talk to your exes?
No, I do, but not like they do. They hang out. They go out together on Valentine's Day, all this other shit. Like, which I'll do it. If you want to drop a message once in a blue moon, fine. But if it's always going to end up to this, then maybe you shouldn't even send messages. Okay? But yeah, that's my thoughts. Anything else?
Nope.
Boom!
Boom ting!
Also, go check out our Reddit. We got one of them. Discord, all free. We play video games in there, D&D, all that good stuff. Go check it out.
Boom.